G'day and welcome to another big edition of the MCDFNL Footy Show. Thanks to our great mates over at the Bendigo Bank. My name's Andy, I'm joined by Mitch Tinning, the Operations Manager. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Thanks, Andy. Good to be back.
Now, I think there's one thing on the lips of all the fans here at MCDFNL headquarters, that the Bombers are going to play finals. They are well and truly up and about, Mitchie.
Yeah, that's the word at the moment. There's a few things that need to go their way, and they obviously need a couple of big wins and a bit of percentage to make up, but it could happen.
Now, their run home's not looking too badly either, given that they've sort of got a few teams down the bottom half of the ladder.
That's right, yeah. So they've got the bottom two sides to play, and there's a couple of sides around the same mark or just around the 8 that have got some tough games ahead. So who knows? They could be replacing one of those sides in a couple of weeks' time. They wouldn't be giving up just yet.
Yeah, you're spot on there, mate. Now let's talk up the Bombers' performance on the weekend. I don't think, they wouldn't have gone into this game as favourites against the Grasshoppers, but Maldon too strong by 20 points.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, Maldon are back there. So it's a strong win for them. I don't know how long it's been since they've probably beaten Navarre. I'd say it's been a very long time. But good on them. They've kept their season alive, and if they make up their percentage in the next couple of weeks, they could still certainly play finals. So that's what they're looking ahead to anyway.
Now you've been talking it up throughout probably the later half of the season that a change in coaching staff, change in personnel has really lifted the spirits of that club and where they're heading.
Yeah, I think there's a big majority of the playing group, I think, that are playing better footy now, and there's probably some that were playing reserves earlier in the year that probably should have been playing seniors, and I think that's made the difference in the second half of the year for them.
The players are certainly getting the opportunity, and you talk about them knocking over Navarre. I don't think too many teams can say they've done that in recent times, but to go out and win by 20 points and to come from behind in the second half to kick away in that third term, that's a big confidence booster for them.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, Navarre, they won't be too worried just yet. They're still sitting in 6th, and I think they're still going to make a big impact in finals. But it wasn't one that I saw coming for sure.
What about the next game that we, I don't know, have too many people saw coming, but Carisbrook comfortably counted for Harcourt in a battle between first and third. We thought if there was going to be any team outside the top two that was going to challenge the Redbacks, that it was certainly going to be Harcourt. It didn't end up being that way.
No, it didn't. Another massive statement there by Carisbrook. Just as we thought there was potential for an upset, they go and do this. So, look, Harcourt, they won't be down and out, and they'll definitely learn a lot about that, but they'll probably face them again in a few weeks' time in the finals, and hopefully there'll be a different result.
Yeah, well, how often have we seen a team like Harcourt, team sitting in third position this deep in the season, who failed to kick a goal in the first half? That is unbelievable. They were 11 goals down. It was 69-3, and they were all going uphill, just sort of going through the motions for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and look, probably a few missed chances for them as well. They kicked 2 goals 8, so if they got a few more goals on the board, it might have built a bit of momentum during the game, and they might have actually made a bit more of a contest. But no, Carisbrook way too far strong in that one.
Ashmanari with his 5 goals, he's nearing ever so close to that elusive ton.
Yeah, and I think he'll get there. If it's not during the season, it'll be certainly in the finals. So we'll wait and see on that one.
Now let's talk up the next game. Talbot made a bit of a statement by taking down Denali. Talbot, this is probably, I think it's the win they needed. We talked it up last week that they really needed to play a good solid fourth quarter performance because their form has been good, but it hasn't been overly impressive heading into finals. So to come out and win by a significant margin and enjoy 62 scoring shots, that's great for the club heading into the finals.
Yeah, it's a massive win. There's probably not a lot more to really say on this one, but yeah, I think Talbot, they've secured that third spot, whether that means much towards the end of the year or not. But look, you can probably just about pencil in their qualifying now against Nutty in week 1, so they'll be looking ahead to that one anyway.
And good to see a wide spread of goal kickers. I love that effort in the second term where they kicked 13 goals. They were 22-10 at half-time, one of the best first halves of season 2018.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of our the biggest margins we've probably seen this year. It's probably not a great thing for Denali, but look, they'll go away and they'll work over the off season and hopefully be new and improved come next year.
Exactly. They haven't had the worst year, and they'll definitely keep plugging away. Royal Park took down Campbell's Creek. The Creekers were brought down to earth with a bit of a thud, but maybe still celebrating from that big win the week before. But I don't think they played too badly on the day against a team that is looking to rise heading into finals.
Yeah, again, probably not a lot to assess on this one either, but look, Creek, at least they got 3 goals on the board. But yeah, Royal Park, building up that percentage is going to be really important come the end of the year. So, yeah, look, they'll be safe, I think. I think they're going to keep their spot in the 8 this year, but yeah, an important win for them and an important percentage boost.
Neri kicking a lazy 11 goals, a magnificent effort to buy them. Maryborough Rovers took down Newstead. Well, we knew the Rovers were due for a win. They needed to come out and win well. Probably, I think a good effort there by Newstead. I'll be pretty happy with that effort from them, given they haven't had the best year and they've had only a couple of wins on the board this year. But to challenge Rovers, who are still looking to sneak their way into the top 8, I think it's still a good effort by the Kangaroos.
Yeah, good effort by them. It was a competitive game. Important win for the Rovers. They've obviously suffered a lot of injuries, I think, in the second half of the year, which has probably led to that dramatic drop that they've had. And they've got 2 big tests to come in Navarre and Talbot the next couple of weeks. So I think they're sitting in 9th at the moment. They probably need to win at least one or even probably both of those games if they want to get in the finals. So a couple of big games ahead.
Natty taking down Avoca. Avoca challenged early before the Swans ran away with the contest.
Yeah, good win for Natty against a fairly brave Avoca, you could probably say. Unfortunately for Avoca, it doesn't look like they'll make it at this stage. They're in 10th. But I like where they're heading, and I think their sides are probably on 2019 and beyond. I think they're an up-and-coming side, and I could really see a big rise in the ladder for them come next year.
Absolutely, mate. And the final game we'll have a look at, where our own very own Gary Liamoth for AFL Goldfields making his senior field umpire debut. The great Gazman, well loved right throughout the community. He made his debut in the match between Trentham and Lexington, which was one of the matches of the round, and it certainly delivered. The Saints coming away with a big win over the Tigers.
Yeah, he got a good game to officiate his first one for the MCDFNL. It's a close contest, pretty good contest in the end, and that's 4 in the row for the Saints. So they found some form. They're sitting comfortable in 5th. And for Lexington, they've got the 2 top sides left, and they'll need to maintain a good percentage. They've got a pretty healthy percentage at the moment, but they've got Carisbrook and Natty to come. And they've got the Rovers, Avoca and Maldon all coming up behind them. So who knows for Lexington? They'll just need to try to limit the damage and even maybe try to win one of those 2 games. Exactly.
Super important few weeks coming up for them, as it is with finals just around the corner, mate. I know there's a lot of preparations coming in place, and we're starting to do a bit more promotion for the upcoming 2018 Berry Power Medal. I know there's a lot of excitement sort of building up to that one. It's coming up pretty quickly.
It is. It's come around very quick. I think the last month or 2 has absolutely flown, and there's a lot of work still to come in the next couple of weeks before the finals kick on and before the event season, but we'll surely get there, and it's going to be a good season ahead.
Absolutely right, mate. Well, thanks to our friends at Bendigo Bank. Thanks to you, Mitchie, for jumping on board, looking back on the latest round of exciting footy action. We'll catch you later on the week.
Thanks for having me, Eddie.